Crown, root, and neck. The crown and the root are the two structural sections of a tooth. The top portion of a tooth that is exposed and noticeable above the gum is called the crown. Gingiva. Enamel covers it, safeguarding the dentine underneath. A tooth is secured in the mouth by its root, which extends below the gum line and into the upper or lower jawbone. The number of roots and root forms vary among various tooth kinds. Premolars, canines, and incisors typically have one root, while molars typically have 2 or 3. The tooth's neck is the area where the crown and root part ways at the gum line. Enamel. Enamel covers the top of every tooth, shielding the dentine beneath. Even harder than bone, the enamel is the material that makes up the majority of the human body. This is due to the fact that it is composed of crystalline calcium phosphate, the material in the body that is most mineralized. Hydroxylapatite. It has crystal-like hardness. The only tissue devoid of live cells is enamel. It cannot repair itself from decay or damage because it is not alive. Gingiva, gum. The pink soft tissue that we refer to as our gums is the gingiva. It surrounds the neck of each tooth and safeguards the roots of the teeth, as well as the jawbone, alveolar, dentine. Each tooth's primary material is dentine, which spans practically its entire length. Living tissue with a structure akin to bone is softer than enamel. Dentine is elastic and compressible, unlike enamel, which is brittle. It is delicate and is shielded by cementum at the roots and enamel on the crown section. The pulp provides it with food. Pulp chamber. The pulp chamber, which stretches from the crown to the tip of the root and is located inside the tooth's dentine, is its innermost section. The pulp, which is composed of soft tissue, is kept in the pulp chamber. It has nerves that allow the tooth to feel temperature changes, as well as blood vessels that provide the tooth with nutrients and blood to keep it alive. Additionally, it has tiny lymphatic veins that deliver white blood cells to the tooth to aid in the battle against germs. Cementum. A strong tissue layer called cementum protects the tooth's root. It is much softer than enamel, yet has the same hardness as bone. The periodontal ligament is where the connective tissues attach, holding the tooth roots to the gums and jawbone. Alveolar, root canal, pulp canal. The open area inside the root where the pulp extends from the pulp chamber is called the root canal, sometimes referred to as the pulp canal. Blood arteries and nerves from the surrounding outer tissue can enter the pulp through the root canal. Periodontal ligament. The connective tissue fiber bundles that make up the periodontal ligament. Each bundle has an end that is fastened to the cementum covering the tooth root. The fibers on the other end serve as shock absorbers and anchor the tooth root to the jaw, alveolar bone, enabling the tooth to endure biting and chewing forces. Apical foramen. The little aperture at the end of each root is known as the apical foramen. This is where the nerves and blood arteries from the surrounding external tissue enter the tooth. Alveolar bone. The jawbone that protects and sustains the tooth root is called the alveolar bone. It houses the tooth sockets, which are home to the tooth roots. Hope you like the video. Like, comment, and share with your friends and family. Subscribe Mindifuse for more videos. Thank you.